And the document is very key. It was built on actually 6 fundamental principles. What we're taught today is the Constitution is the key, and it is, but the Declaration is the foundation of the Constitution. And the Constitution itself actually dates itself to the Declaration, and significantly, every single federal law signed by any president since George Washington does not date itself to the Constitution, but to the Declaration. And it's in the Declaration that we set out all the God values. We say there is a Creator. The Creator gives a certain set of rights to man. Government exists to protect the rights that the Creator gave us. There's a moral law the Creator gave us called the laws of nature, nature's God. And if you try to interpret the Constitution away from those biblical values, it will never work. And that's where we are today. We're trying to make it a secular document. And that's like trying to breathe on the moon. It doesn't work. The atmosphere is not the same. You have to have the atmosphere here. And the atmosphere of the Constitution were those biblical principles. And anytime you separate those and try to operate it without it, or you try to put people in office who have no biblical understanding, it's just not going to work the same. It's like trying to use a screwdriver for a sponge or a shovel for a hammer. It's just not going to work. That's not the way it was made. One of the things I love to do with even groups of pastors is I will pull out a bunch of constitutional clauses and stick it up in front of pastors and say, what do you see? Constitution. No, they're all Bible verses. There are so many Bible verses quoted in the Constitution, cited in the Constitution, but today we don't even recognize that because we don't think about looking at the Constitution as something that has religious tones to it because, again, we're told it's a godless Constitution, you know, and we buy into that. So it's fun for me to show pastors, no, look at this verse out of Deuteronomy 7:15. Now read it's the same language. Exactly. But that's the nature of those who gave us that. You don't get that kind of language in the Constitution unless you have biblically thinking people, biblically minded people writing that, because they had to know it before they could put it in. And that's really what we see today is so many Christians now are biblically illiterate, or if they know the Bible, they don't even think of it possibly appearing in government documents. And so we don't even look for it anymore. And so if you get away from that original intent, it will not work right.